had launched their flagship Mi 8 earlier this year and recently launched their Mi 8 Lite, which offers almost a flagship level specification at a mid-range price. So today I will give full review of Mi 8 Lite and share my experience with you. Without further ado, let's begin. At first, let's talk about the design. The design follows every 2018 trend with pleasure. Slim bezels, narrow bottom chin, and a notch. From the outside, it looks very much like recent Huawei and Honor devices with a gradient color back. The build quality of the device is very good. It feels very solid. With a metal frame, the device is glass sandwich, meaning it has a glass back. At the first impression, the device looks and feels very premium. Under the frame, there is a Type-C port for charging and other outputs. Beside the Type-C port, there are microphone and speaker grills, and top of the panel, there is a secondary microphone. Like the Mi 8, it doesn't have any 3.5mm headphone jack. Power buttons are on the left side of the phone, and the dedicated SIM slot are on the right side of the phone, which means you don't have any expandable storage option. Now let's talk about the front panel. In the front, we have a 19:9 IPS LCD 1080 by 2280 6.26-inch notched display. The display has 403 pixels per inch and the screen to body ratio is 82.5%. The viewing angle and outdoor visibility was pretty good. You can also customize the display's color and contrasts, which is very useful to have. Front camera, earpiece and sensors are housed inside the notch. There is also a notification light in the back. We have dual cameras, LED flashlight and fingerprint sensor. Underneath that, there is a Xiaomi logo. The fingerprint was like always very fast and accurate. Under the hood, the device is powered by a Snapdragon 660 CPU, and for graphics you have an Adreno 512 GPU. Performance of the phone was pretty good, just what you expect from a Snapdragon 660. There was a slightly heating issue after some intense gaming on the phone, but it's not that severe problem. The storage option you get is 4GB RAM and 64GB internal storage, 6GB RAM, 64GB internal storage and 6GB RAM, 128GB of internal storage. If you are planning to buy this phone, choose your variant very carefully because there are no expandability for storages. Now let's move into the software. It ships with an Android 8.1 Oreo. On top of that, it has an MIUI 9.6. There's not much to say about MIUI, pretty much everyone knows about it. It's highly customizable Xiaomi's own user interface. If you don't like the notch, there is an option to hide it, and the UI also has gesture-based feature, which you ask me is very cool. Now let's move into the camera department. There are dual cameras in the back, the primary one being 12 megapixel f1.9 with dual autofocus capabilities. The secondary one is 5 megapixel f2.0 depth sensing sensor. Like other Xiaomi phones, you will get a lot of modes and themes for photo. The photos of the phone was pretty good in daylight, and in the low light the camera didn't perform very well. The photos were mediocre. There are options for 4K recording in 30 FPS, and the video was pretty good as well. In the front, we have an 24 megapixel auto HDR capable front camera. You can take front portraits with it. Pictures came out of the front camera was pretty impressive and beautiful. At last but not least, at the battery. It has lithium polymer 3350 mAh battery, with which you can almost roughly get 6 hours of screen on time. You won't find any fast charger in the box. That's why it will take a very long time to fully charge the device. Now, the coloring option of the phone. You can buy Twilight Gold, Dream Blue and Space Gray. All the colors are damn good. Now in the pricing. The base model was launched in China at 1399 yuan, which is roughly 205 US dollar, and if you convert it in Indian rupees it came around 17,000 rupees, and in Bangladesh you can buy the phone in 28,000 takas. My suggestion will be buying it after the price fall. Now, what do you think about the video, and what do you think will be the best competitor for this phone at this price range? Let me know in the comments below. This is Adnan Asif signing out. Peace.